The Michigan Wolverines are sitting at 4-1, perfect in the Big Ten, and ranked 20th in the nation. They look composed, confident, and most importantly, consistent. Meanwhile, just down the road in East Lansing, the Michigan State Spartans have stumbled to 3-2. They're winless in the conference and reeling from back-to-back losses that have exposed some deep, concerning flaws. So how did we get here? How can two schools just 65 miles apart be on such different paths only 5 weeks into the season? This isn't just about the records. It's about identity, execution, and the razor-thin line between thriving and spiraling in the brutal landscape of Big Ten football. We're going to break down why Sharon Moore's Wolverines are soaring and why Jonathan Smith's Spartans are in a tailspin. We'll look at the coaching, the quarterback play, the schemes, and what it all means for the battle for Paul Bunyan on October 25th. This is the story of one team's rise and another team's rapid descent. Let's get into it. Welcome to Blue Collar Blitz Podcast. I'm your host, Maverick.
Big O.
Let's get into this Michigan game, man. Y'all got a nice little win. So far, my predictions coming through. We don't have to bring up Towson anymore. You guys beat Wisconsin. It was looking a little shaky in the first half.
Yeah, that first half was, man, I was already like, get Sharon Moore up out of there. Get this. I told you. I was like, man, I said it last week. I was like, look, if he come back and they start looking like crap and he got to go. But They pulled it out. They pulled it out at the end.
All right, so they pulled it out at the end. Will you be singing that same tune if they go to USC and lose? Yeah, the camera didn't freeze, brother. Go ahead and answer. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I don't think I would. They playing good, man.
They are. Damn good.
They playing good. If they defense just keep on holding on like they doing, they beasting right now. So
absolutely,
we should be all right.
Absolutely. Let's get into some of these stats, man.
Go.
We should have some happy people with Bryce Underwood.
Man,
for 270 yards.
19 out of 28.
Yeah, I mean, people were saying, let him throw more, let him throw more. We're tired of seeing I know we're a running team, but let him throw more. I mean, he did his thing, especially in the second half.
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't broke, though. He was doing it, but
true.
I mean, we talked about that, too. So, I mean, if it ain't broken, if it's working, let him run. But, I mean, 19 to 28, he still made them. So,
For sure. Still has some drop passes. What's going on with the drop passes? Still got a few drop passes. Now, not all of them are the receiver's fault. I saw one where it was a little high. The receiver got his hands on it, and as coach says, if you touch it, you should come down with it. But it was a little high. It was a little high.
You got to jump higher.
So they need more jugs machines.
He need to get some Reebok pumps. He got to get some jump in.
Well, you know who wasn't disappointed in the receiver room? Donovan McCulley. Y'all finally got him the ball to see the true beast that he's been since Indiana. I mean, he's a
12
beast.
yards and a TD.
He a dog. Did you? I know you were jumping up out of your seat when you saw him break all those tackles when he did the little half spin and cut it back around.
It was nice. It was nice.
You know who else looks like that? Nick Marsh, but we're going to talk about that in a minute because he might be a teammate of Donovan's. But that's coming soon. But, yeah, man, listen, your offense played out of control. Justice Haynes, another game. This is his fifth game over 100 yards. Mm-hmm. My question is, why is he not in talks for Heisman right now? Why do you think that is?
Because it's Michigan.
You think?
Yeah, Michigan always.
Think it's like Michigan versus everybody?
It's always Michigan versus everybody. You know that? You didn't know that?
I ain't know that. That's new. That's news to me.
It's always Michigan versus everybody.
Okay.
It's always. It doesn't matter who it is.
Mm-hmm.
It could be MSU against everybody. Mm-hmm. It could be Detroit Lions against everybody. Mm-hmm. There's something about Michigan, period, that we always get the short end of the stick.
Mm-hmm.
So
let's look at these stats. So I pulled up top 10 in the Heisman running, right? Obviously, you got quarterbacks in the top 3 spots. Speaking of which, you got John Mateer from Oklahoma, number 2. doesn't make the loss look as bad when you got a Heisman candidate on there. But the only running back I saw in the top 10 was Ahmad Hardy out of Missouri. And when I go to compare their stats, he has one extra rushing touchdown and like 80 more rushing yards. So I feel like Justice Haynes can easily surpass that, as we progress throughout the year. At what point do you think he'll at least be mentioned in that conversation?
If he can make something happen within the next two games. So maybe that'll push him over a little bit.
I feel like this week there should at least be brewing that conversation.
Mm-hmm.
They just played like Wisconsin, even though they were 2-2 going into this game, they were one of the top rushing defenses. They didn't let any team get, they held all four teams under like 200 yards total. And then Michigan comes out and boom, we almost, matched that 200 in one game. So they weren't necessarily slouches on the run defense, and he still did his thing. So at some point you got to start to look at, okay, I understand that Ahmad Hardy, he's doing his thing at Missouri. We got to start looking at who are you playing? Or who have you played thus far? You know what I'm saying? And then, maybe that can be the talk after this USC game, like you said. But I feel like after this Wisconsin game, it's like, okay, can you start giving this dude a little bit more respect?
Breaking the 100-yard mark. He should
every game.
Come on now. Come on
now. Your defense. You think what do you think about Michigan's defense going forward? Obviously, they're a solid group. Are there any weaknesses that you're seeing where they need to tighten up?
Well, that first quarter has had me scared. Like, defense, what happened?
Mm-hmm.
But it's one of them. You gotta warm them up first, and then they like, all right. Then they out. Then they start gelling more. They need to be like that right off the rip.
Right.
So, but man, they tight. You've been giving Michigan their defense on point since we've been discussing. I'm the one who was like, I don't know, man, but they killing it. What do you think they can tighten up on, because they look good?
I agree with you. So as good as they look, you can't start out slow. They were playing a third string quarterback with Wisconsin. There's no reason to let them go down the field and do what they did. You know what I'm saying? In that first half, like you're playing a third string quarterback. So that's not to take away what they did in this game, but I need you to do that, from kickoff on through. I don't want you to go in the locker room and look at what you need to tighten up. Like, you guys know that you know how to play. Do it from the first quarter forward. So that would be my only, opinion on it. But I feel like they have playoff caliber defense. We know the run game is there. So as long as the O-line is blocking, they should be good to go. And then you just let the quarterback continue to develop. I don't see why they wouldn't be able to make it deep in the college playoff this year. And a lot of us, weren't really thinking that for this year, but they're looking solid. Let's move on to my team. I had the hoodie on, but it got hot because I'm pissed, so I had to take it off. 2 straight losses. I don't even know where to start, man, because do I start at the O-line? Do I start at the fact that, yes, we were down a tackle and we're rotating O-linemen in, but we're rotating linemen in damn near every play, so no one's getting comfortable. I realize that you're trying to keep them fresh. We couldn't get a run game going at all. After you guys just ran all over them, and running was supposed to be where our strength is, we couldn't run the ball at all on Nebraska. It was windy as hell, so obviously that's going to affect how you throw the ball, but you got to do something. Aiden Childs is running for his life.
For his life. Thought he was R. Kelly out there. I'm fighting for my life.
He essentially was. And then once he got hit a couple times,
he got scared. He forgot how to play.
Yeah, now you rattled. Now you got happy feet. So I can't even criticize the happy feet. There's two big pieces that pissed me off. It was the O-line play and I'm trying not to curse.
I know.
And the special teams.
Mm-hmm.
A block punt for a touchdown? He came through clean. We could have blocked that kick.
Yeah.
Like, seriously? And that's not all. That's not the only mistake made on special teams. Nebraska punts the ball. You got two people fighting for the ball. They run into each other like it's pal. The ball hits them, and Nebraska recovers. Are you serious? Bro, I could have.
So my bro a little pissed right now, but Childs got scared. He got rattled, and which he had the right to be after nobody is protecting him. So now he out there, like we just said, fighting for his life. If you don't have anybody, making sure that you ain't getting sacked or hurt, this is what you try to do for your future. So now you scared. So now you all over the place, and
bro, our running back couldn't pick up the blitz. The linebacker hurdled our running back and hit Childs. And that at that point, I'm like, we're in trouble. I didn't count us out. I said, we're in trouble. We're in trouble, right? We continue, right? We continue with the game. They go up 14 points. I'm texting you, bro, we in trouble. It's the first quarter. They up 14 points. It's early. But they blocked the kick. They blocked the punt, scored the touchdown. We in trouble. So we go down. Aiden gets hit. He gets hurt. Now we really in trouble because the backup quarterback is in. What's the last thing that our backup quarterback did? He threw a pick six in the first game of the season. So what is he going to do now? I don't know what he's going to do. I'm nervous now, right? So I'm sitting up in my seat. What you going to do? 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 Scores a touchdown. Okay. I like what I'm seeing. Cool. That's cool. Aiden comes back in the game. I'm like, we can breathe. We only down 7. We play ping pong back and forth with the ball, whatever. Going to it, come out in the half, and scores again. Oh, and he's getting stuff done with his feet. But one thing that I noticed before we get too deep into that second half is Aiden has the happy feet because he's been hit. And I see that he's trying to make his progressions, but I feel like he's holding the ball too long. And I didn't see that with Alessio, our backup quarterback. He made quick decisions. Boom, nobody's open. Boom, I'm hitting Jack. I'm hitting Jack Veiling. Boom, I'm hitting my tight end. Aiden Childs comes out there and he's holding the ball and I'm gonna move over here. You know what I'm saying? I just need you to calm down. You're starting to look like your sophomore self. He gets it done with his feet. We tie the game. Gets it done with his feet again. Okay, we're up 21-14. Here we go. They took it right back, and we never got it back. We fought back from being down 14-0 to being up 21-14 and blew it. Made up for the special teams blunder in the first quarter and then totally blew it after that. And this was with our defensive line after they came out half sleep in the first quarter, strung together 5 sacks, starting in the second quarter. Woke up, they're hitting Dominic Raiola, that's his father. They're hitting Raiola, and some of that was of his own fault because he was moving in the pocket too much, but we blew it. I don't know what to say. I look up at the screen and I see something that I didn't want to see. Our star receiver and our quarterback arguing on the sideline in a full-blown yelling match. Get me the ball. Look, bro, I'm trying to get you the ball, but I don't have the blocks to get you the ball. Now, to be fair, our receivers had issues, getting free. Nebraska has, very good defensive backs. But even if you don't think Nick Marsh is open, he's open because he's going to go up and fight for the ball. That's just who he is. But I also understood where Aiden was coming from. And he's like, bro, I ain't got the time to let your long route develop and get you the ball. I didn't like what I saw. And the gut feeling that I got when I saw that exchange between the two is that Nick gone.
You really think he gonna dip?
Nick might go south to Michigan. Nick might come on down this way.
It's a family. Brothers fight. You know what I'm saying?
They do.
So, I mean.
But you know what? Receivers leave. Receivers leave. Speaking of receivers leaving, did you see the news this morning? We lost a commitment for next year. We lost a 4-star commitment. He was the highest commit that we had. Tyron Wortham. He was a receiver. Decommitted this morning.
Wow.
I'm a receiver and I'm watching this game and I'm like, y'all not getting the ball to Nick. He's not getting the ball enough. Now they having a shouting match with each other. Do I want to go there?
Damn.
Now, I don't think he was going to Michigan. I think he had other offers to like Georgia and some other places. But if I'm looking at that, I'm like, do I believe in Jonathan Smith? I don't know. I'm a high school senior and I'm watching this. I don't know, bro. I'm watching the breakdown.
I ain't used to this. This ain't what we do. This ain't what I'm used to.
Yeah, then our backup quarterback gets back in the game, right? It's the fourth quarter. It's garbage time, right? I'm talking to my homeboy, and I'm like, yo, are you noticing that our backup quarterback is, like, completing passes and he's not holding the ball as much? He's like, oh, he's doing it against backup D linemen. I'm like, those ain't backup D linemen. Their starters are still in the game. I recognize those players. They may not have all been starters. At least 2 or 3 of those D linemen were still starters. And they kept him in the game. And he went down the field, 7 plays, 75 yards, touchdown. So what do you do with that? What do you do? I see his play, right? It took 17 plays and almost 10 minutes to go 75 yards when Aiden was out there for our first touchdown, and then he got hurt, and then Alessio ended up scoring at the end. But then when Alessio got to do his whole drive by himself, 7 plays, 75 yards, 2.5 minutes on some 2-minute drill and scored. And he was more decisive. And the starters were still in the game. If I'm wrong, someone correct me in the comments, but I watched this replay twice. The starters were still in the game for Nebraska. And he went down the field in 2.5 minutes and scored a touchdown. Am I saying that he's better than Aiden Childs? No. He's still raw. But I saw what I saw. I don't even have words, man. There's too much. There's too much to say clean up. I can't just say, oh, the O-line got to get better, or oh, the special teams it's the whole team. I mean, I can't really crap on the D-line. I can't crap on, you know what I'm saying? The defense did what they did. The defensive line and the linebackers, they did their thing. Secondary has always kind of been weak for us, but the D-line and linebackers, I can't crap on them. Everybody else, I'm always gonna bleed green. But I couldn't put this on today, man. I couldn't be proud of what I saw on Saturday. I'm not proud of that product. I'm gonna have to bring my boy on the show as a guest because he's been telling me since last year, he's like, Jonathan Smith ain't it. They got to fire him. And I get a text message from him damn near every game where he's like, he got to go. When we lost to USC, he was like, don't let him get back on the plane.
Man.
Fire him and leave him in Cali.
Damn.
Do I feel that strongly about it?
Right now.
Not yet. Not yet. I probably should. I might be a little delusional. Not yet. But when I woke up this morning and we lost that commit, I mean, I was happy we got Jonathan Smith because I'm like, we're going to start getting better recruits than we got under Mel Tucker. Now we losing them.
Well, it ain't his fault that he got players on the line arguing. So
it's not, but it's an extension though. There's frustration going on. Like
it's always frustration when you losing.
Better play calling. Why can we not run the ball against a team that's not good against the run? Frazier missed some holes. I get that. But our O-line, like one guy goes down and our O-line plays like that, you can't tell me that one guy's the glue to the other 4 guys. I'm pissed.
Get it next Saturday.
I don't even know who we play. You know who we play next Saturday? Guess who we play next Saturday? Just throw it out there. I'll give you a hint. We talked about them Saturday. You watched them Saturday.
Yeah.
Nope. The team that beat Penn. Yep. Think we'll beat them? Don't know. It's a home game. That's a plus. But you coming off 2 L's. Know for a fact you could have won one of them, and you about to play a team that just beat Penn State. They were 0-4 before they beat Penn State. Now they're 1-4. Will they be 2-4 Saturday evening? Haven't even scouted them. Wasn't even a team I was worried about.
I believe I
had Nebraska as a win in the preseason. I don't even remember. I believe I had Nebraska. Nebraska may have been like a 50-50. I knew I had USC as a loss. I believe Nebraska was a 50-50. I had UCLA as a bona fide certified win. Now I don't know.
I think y'all be all right. I just don't see y'all losing back-to-back, 3 games in a row.
All right. We shall see, man.
You saying I'll see otherwise.
Yeah, man.
Come on. Don't give up on them, man.
I'm pissed. I'm not giving up. I'm pissed. Like a child, like a parent that loves his child. You're not gonna throw him away, but you pissed. You like in the right now, like I love you, but I'm pissed. I'm livid.
I know. Because you look just how I looked Saturday when my son was like, ain't no oil in the
Yeah.
That's look right. I was like, wait, that's that look right there. I know that.
That's how I'm feeling. Yeah.
They put no oil in the game. They didn't go get their oil change. They was ticking. They was ticking. Yeah, they was.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I got
This need a little tune up.
A lot of tune up. Yeah, we need a new car.
And who's the car? Y'all coach?
Special teams coach.
At least.
The players. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know, man. I just tighten up. That's all I got for you.
I believe when we talk about them next week, I think it'll be a little more happier.
We'll see. Here's the thing. We can beat UCLA, and I don't know that I'll be happier. Because we could have beaten Nebraska. We could have beaten Nebraska. I don't care if we beat a 1-4 team. A win is a win, and that's fine. But I'm looking at strength of opponents. And you're 1-4. And I know you beat Penn State. Maybe you caught them on a bad day because they just came off a loss. But I don't care if you beat a 1-4 UCLA team. I want to know why you blew it against Nebraska in the way that you blew it with special teams blunders. So, to wrap this up.
A little longer than we thought.
Yeah.
Which we knew it would be.
Yeah, it was a little longer than we projected, but it's fine. When you boil it all down, the difference between these two teams right now is simple: identity and execution. Michigan knows exactly who they are. They're a physical defense first team that wants to run the ball down your throat, and they execute that plan with discipline. Michigan State is a team searching for an identity, whose team flashes of talent may be completely erased by constant barrage and mistakes. As it stands, one program is thriving and building towards a Big Ten title run. The other is spiraling, just trying to pull out of a nosedive. The great thing about college football is how quickly things can change. But right now, the state of Michigan belongs to the Wolverines, and the pressure in East Lansing is getting heavier by the day. What do you think happens October 25th? I don't even need to ask y'all that question because I know what's going to happen October 25th if we stay on this course that we're on in East Lansing. But can Michigan State pull off an upset at home, or is Michigan just too powerful? Let us know your predictions and the final score in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. For Blue Collar Blitz Podcast, I'm your host, Maverick.
Big O. Go Blue.
And we ain't got no jokes for you at the end of this episode. See you next week.